falling here in the tri-state area as we close in on game time at Yankee Stadium. Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series between the New York Mets and the New York Yankees. It's interleague baseball next on MLB Network. Jameson Taillon gets the call for game one of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, man, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 5 in his last 3 starts, so he's going to have to really improve on that one. Too many base runners, too many hits, and too many walks. He needs to get off to a good start and maybe throw up a 0 in the first inning.
Swing and a looper to left. Urshela over to his right, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. And now a chance to meet the Mets. How do they go about taking down their division rival, Mark DeRosa?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup, and they're frustrating to watch at times because they ground into the most double plays in the league. You want to talk about a pitcher's best friend. You finally get a guy on first base, and you're coming unglued first pitch down below the knees, grounding into a double play and bailing everybody out. I need better approaches out of this lineup today.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Alex Verdugo comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Row, now I guess it's time where you push that go button. You're getting a little sense of urgency. They find themselves in 3rd place, and if they want to be part of the postseason picture, it's time to get going and get going pronto.
Yeah, it's taken too long for this team to carve out any identity for themselves. They're going to have to find a way to get on a roll, offensively or pitch better. Something's got to change.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Torres ranges back, and he has it for route number 2.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Into the box now, Michael Conforto. As he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. Well, you don't need us to tell you, it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
The 1-1 home. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 2-2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Good job going down and hanging with it that time. The 2-2. Now he sends a high, deep drive toward the right field corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there.
Just not able to let that breaking ball travel enough right there. You can see it.
Swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Mets go down 1-2-3. Nothing in the Mets half of the first. The Yankees' first set of swings coming up. Crosstown action on MLB Network. Jacob deGrom is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Mets. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now the pitch.
Count 1-0.
Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they come into this one off a loss that finally snapped what was a long winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, taking a look at the standings right here, this team has a nice lead, comfortable. You always want to find yourself in a position where you're about 5 to 9 games, got the advantage. You don't. One series isn't going to totally kill you in the standings, and this team's sitting pretty right now.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. Here comes the 1-2. Misses for the second ball. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. So the next to bat will be Aaron Hicks. In previous duels with DeGrom, he's 4 for 11. First pitch on its way. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
The second baseman.
With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, Matt, we all know it. The man to watch, Giancarlo Stanton. You know, it's always interesting to see a hitter's lifetime numbers against a pitcher and vice versa. Well, in this matchup, he has some pretty impressive ownage, as they say. 4 home runs in past at-bats, so that's definitely something to keep an eye on.
So now here is DJ LeMahieu. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball inside.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And it's fouled away. Again, another foul ball. Pops this one up. Alonso in foul ground, and he makes the play to end the inning. An inning in the books. Scoreless on MLB Network. Back now for the second inning in the Bronx, and here's Heidi Watney with an update on the weather.
Well, Matt, it doesn't appear that we're going to get much of a break from this rain at all as the game progresses. However, I am also hearing that this rain isn't supposed to intensify too much. The grounds crew will be on standby just in case the umpires do call a delay, but the goal is to get this one in uninterrupted.
Yeah, Heidi, and thanks. Even with all the technology that we have today to be able to forecast the weather accurately, one never knows what Mother Nature has in store. Pitch on the way. 0-1 the count.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
You know, Kenny Jansen, Dero, he's kind of hard to figure out. He doesn't give a lot on the edges. He'll make you bring the ball into that plate.
Yeah, Dan, Kenny Jansen is definitely consistent, and he'll reward pitchers around the knees. But on the edges right there, sometimes it's hit or miss. Yeah, guys, he's got so much respect for this guy's fastball, you can tell he was out in front on that slider. I think he goes to the well one more time with that pitch.
Throw is in time for the first out of the second.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on defense today. And let's take a look at outfielder Aaron Hicks. Hey, some guys figure it out at 21, some guys figure it out at 30, some guys never figure it out. Aaron Hicks is one of those guys who has come into his own. He's dynamic on both sides of the plate from an offensive standpoint and has an absolute cannon in the outfield to go along with great range.
Stanton on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
The shortstop, Francisco.
Next to hit, Francisco Lindor. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First offering.
Ball one. Ball one, no strike.
Here it comes, 1-0. Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. LeMahieu's got it. Throw on to Voit, takes care of him, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Mets. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the inning now, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Aaron Judge.
The right fielder, Aaron Judge.
First pitch of the AB on its way. And he gets ahead 0-1.
Hey, that's a heck of a pitch right there. If he's able to execute with that type of velocity, fastballs up and in, I can't imagine. Not only is he going to break a ton of bats today, but he's going to open up that down and away with the soft stuff later in the game.
Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
Batting fifth, the shortstop.
Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively. And let's focus on Michael Conforto. He's definitely known for that sweet left-handed swing at the top of the order. But he's no slouch defensively as well, showing the ability to come in on baseballs, make diving catches, and throw guys out at the plate.
Next up will be Gleyber Torres. As he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. And that's in there, base hit.
Batting fifth, the first baseman,
Stepping in now, Luke Voit. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. The numbers coming in. He's at 255, 14 homers, and 31 RBIs. A ball and a strike. And it's 1-2.
2 strikes.
Bottom of the second here with no score. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works too.
Giancarlo Stanton now. As he'll take a changeup here for strike one. Comes into his first at bat at 283. And even 20 home runs and 42 runs batted in. Comes set and the 0-1.
Oh, that's just out.
Torres is off at first with 2 away. Fouled away. The 1-2.
Oh, that's out.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, run first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook for 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
2 men on, 2 out. And that'll bring up the outfielder, Clint Frazier. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
1-0.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike 1. Has a look, now the pitch. 1-2 as he chases the slider. One and 2, here it is. Two down, runners at first and second. 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
Now 2-2, 2 on, 2 out. This is when you have to make a pitch right here. The last thing you want to do is run the count full to 3-2. Then the runners are going to be off to the races.
Three balls and 2 strikes to the Yankees DH.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2.
Now, meanwhile, this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. And the run will cross to make this a 1-0 Yankee lead.
There's a good job of battling right there, Hero. Pitcher had the advantage with 2 outs, 2 strikes. You're 1 pitch away, and boy, what a terrific piece of hitting right there.
Yeah, that's a great job right there. Some guys are not afraid to hit with 2 strikes. They'll take that pitcher deep in the count, feeling comfortable about it. That's the type of hitter this guy is, and he was able to come through.
At the plate, Kyle Higashioka. No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 offering.
Man, 35 pitches with only 2 outs in the second inning. Ideally, you'd like to have 30 or less after 2 innings, so he's got some catching up to do.
One and 2 to the Yankees catcher.
I never found myself on the mound in the big leagues, but it must be nice to be able to go to that good hard fastball when you're in a jam.
A 1-2 pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
Good job to lay off that 1-2 breaking ball, put himself right back in this at-bat.
The set and the 2-2. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Ready with the payoff pitch. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. The Yankees forced to settle for 1. J.D. Davis the next to bat. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Now the pitch. Popped up. Urshela has a play. And that's the first out of the inning. And with that, we'll give you a quick look at our current standings in the AL East. So here's Brendan Nimmo, and there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. Here's the first pitch. And that's in there for a strike.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Called strike 0-2.
I get it. He wants to see this guy's repertoire, but now he's behind in the count. Puts himself in a tough spot to hit.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Hits going back at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Had a long way to go to make that running catch, and here it is again with the show track numbers. Took a great angle at it, showed nice closing speed, and ended up running close to 110 feet to finally bring it in. No doubt in efforts his teammates are appreciative of. To the plate now, James McCann. As he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball one. His guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. The 1-0. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Judge is under it. And he makes the play to end the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score.
Back now for the Yankees' third turn at bat, and unfortunately for fans of the Bronx Bombers, they haven't really lived up to their nickname this year. One major factor in their struggles has been the strikeout. Entering the day, they have more strikeouts than any other team in the league, leading a member of the coaching staff to tell me, without a doubt, it's something we have to rectify. Strikeouts happen, but sometimes it feels like we're losing focus and just flailing up there, and that can't happen. That's something for us to keep an eye on with this club, Matt.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
For the Yankees.
Digging in will be Gio Urshela. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. Now the 1-0.
Nope, that's a ball.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Now the 2-0. 3-0 now.
3 balls, no strikes.
Now here's the pitch. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a called strike anyway. The 3-1. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Conforto moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Now batting, center fielder, Aaron Hicks.
Stepping in once again is Aaron Hicks, grounded out in his last at bat. field shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
Not much you can do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
Ball and 2 strikes.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
Popped him up. Davis takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out.
Now batting, the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
Bases are empty here with 2 away, and that'll bring up DJ LeMahieu. First pitch on the way. Swing and a miss that time. Strike 1. And that misses. 1-1.
1-1.
And he just misses inside with the fastball there. 2 out, nobody on. Bounce to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Clearly enjoying their time here at the ballpark, as are we. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
And the pitch. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. One and 1 to the Mets leadoff hitter.
Hey, that's just a nice get-me-over curveball there. It's a steal a strike. I don't think he was looking for that one.
Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Into the windup and the pitch. Hits this one hard the other way. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Mets.
Hey, if this pitcher's going to live in the outer half of the plate, then you're going to have to dive out there and get it. And that's exactly what he did. Hey, that's a heck of a job right there, going the other way after seeing 3 pitches on the outer half.
Alex Verdugo digging in now as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Strike taken up in the zone.
Man, this pitcher is on right now, pounding the zone, attacking these hitters. He's making it look easy.
Cold strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now.
You can clearly see that the hitter didn't like that strike call, and his manager, he didn't like it either, as he's given the umpire an earful from that dugout.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Judge is going back, and this one scoots all the way to the wall. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
In now, Michael Conforto. And he'll take a look at ball one.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity from the breakthrough. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
McNeil, the runner at third. Verdugo stands at second, no outs. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
Hey, that was a big pitch right there. You fall behind 2-0, you give this hitter count leverage. He probably tries to ambush a fastball. 1-1 count. He's got to really think through this and have a great game plan.
And he fouls this one off. Fouled off. Fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our two starters. And folks, that is not a misprint. He's been clocked at over 100 miles an hour so far. My goodness. And now in the box, Pete Alonso trying to bring in the tying run from third here. First pitch of the AB on its way, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
Pitch popped up. LeMahieu is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away.
Great scoring opportunity miss right there. You talk about frustration. Popping it up with two runners in scoring position. He'd like to get that one back.
So stepping in is Dominic Smith. A potential tying run for him at third base. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
That's a ball. 0-1, no strike.
One and 0. Here it is. In there at the letters, 1 and 2 now.
You know, he's coming right after him, Matty. 3 fastballs in a row.
Misses, ball 2. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Hot shot down the line. And this gets past him at third as it hugs the line. A fair ball. 1 run is in. Throw comes to second.
Usually a hitter will shorten his swing with 2 outs, but not this guy. He puts a big charge into this one and drives in a couple of runs along the way. That can be frustrating as a pitcher when you had a guy on the ropes and you couldn't finish him off, especially when he drives in runs.
And that'll bring in the switch-hitting Francisco Lindor. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. Here's the 1-0.
2-0.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Line drive, base hit. And they throw up the stop sign at third as they decide to play it safe with 2 away.
Now that.
Dan, these are the moments throughout the course of the game where you got to execute a pitch. Take me inside the mindset. Too low. You know the hitter's sitting fastball right here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, hey, it's not an easy spot to be in as a pitcher. You're falling behind 2 balls and no strikes. You know that right now you have to come in for a strike, and that's what he did. And certainly gets the barrel to it for a base hit.
He's 0 for 1 thus far. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
The set and the 2-0. Lifted down the line in left. And it's a foul ball. And a strike. Threw him a breaking ball that time. 2-2.
Well, he snapped that breaking ball off really nice. He'll do well to keep putting it there.
Here's the 2-2. Popped him up. Urshela is under it. And that's the 3rd out. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Mets are out on top, 2-1. Welcome back to the Bronx as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far, and flat out he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Thank you, Heidi. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And next it'll be the outfielder, Aaron Judge.
The right fielder, Aaron Judge.
First delivery to him. Too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. Judge, who fittingly gets the nickname All Rise, he was selected in the 1st round back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, Matt, you cannot miss on your 1st rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
And that misses 2-1.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up in this part of the lineup.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Playable for Verdugo, and there's 1 gone.
Now batting, the shortstop, Gleyber Torres.
So now to the plate, Gleyber Torres singled in his last at-bat. Now here's the first offering. And it's fouled away. Fourth inning of a 2-1 ball game. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Swing and a liner. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
Next up is Luke Voigt. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball well outside.
Wouldn't mind the pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against them.
Much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
That's not really where you want to miss right there. I know this guy has got power stuff, but you can't live in the middle of the plate against this lineup and expect to have success.
The 1-1.
Ball 2. 2 balls.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this one's low here, so the count swells to 3-1.
This is a good at bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1-2-3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
Full count, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Swung on and missed, strike 3. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They still trail it here 2-1. And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. We'll begin things here against Jameson Taillon. And now pitch on the way.
Nope. Ball 1. Count 1-0.
Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. The pitch. He ties him up with a fastball inside. 1-2.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
Here comes the 1-2.
Nope. That's inside.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitchers' pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Stanton has a read on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The catcher, number 33, James McCann.
Next to dig in, James McCann. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. And now a pitch on the way. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. Swing, and he launches this one to deep left field. And that is off the wall. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double. When that one left the bat, I wasn't sure where it was going to come down. Thought it might have a chance.
Yeah, same here, man. It kind of got lost high in the sky before it one-hopped the fence for an extra base hit. During the daytime, that thing probably would have carried out of here, but you can't complain too much about a double.
So here's Jeff McNeil as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. He's set. Now the pitch. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw gets him 2 down.
The center fielder, number 99, Alex Verdugo.
So next to bat will be Alex Verdugo. He hit a 2-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
McCann stands at second with 2 gone. And Verdugo goes in front. 2 balls and no strikes.
He's going to have a talk with the umpire after this half inning. Because if he's not going to get those calls, he's got to come a little bit more over the heart of the plate. And that usually means damage done.
On the ground to the right side. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. More in a moment on this Friday night. You're watching MLB Network. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
Giancarlo Stanton.
Now here's the pitch. Fouled away. The windup and the 0-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball that side.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Great situation right here. Leading off the inning, you got to find a way to get on base any way possible. But I don't like to take the aggression away from hitters. If it's in your zone, I want you swinging.
Full count now, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Swung on and missed, strike 3.
Wow, this guy's mowing right through this lineup right now, but that's what happens when you don't get a chance to see a pitcher very often. That's one of the things that are helpful when you're pitching in interleague games. It's always a good advantage for the pitcher because the hitters don't get to see that guy very often.
At the plate now, Clint Frazier. He'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Catcher, Kyle Higashioka.
Standing in now, Kyle Higashioka. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at a first pitch fastball for strike 1. Trying to avoid becoming the 3rd strikeout victim of the inning here. Set to deliver the 0-1. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. New inning set to get underway, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Michael Conforto. Now the first pitch. And he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1.
You got to love guys auto taking you 0-0 if you're on the mound. You could steal that first strike, and now you go to work, just picking apart the corners.
Swing and a miss as he pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2.
That's an awesome 12-6 hook right there. Look at the depth, spin rate, nasty downward tilt on that pitch.
Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone cold take.
Grounder down the line at 3rd. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch.
Oh, that's it. Strike 2.
Line drive, base hit.
Hey, they say in this game you better have a short memory. Well, that's obviously the case with this batter. He came into that 3rd at bat after getting his ticket punched twice and was able to get a single.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 0-1 delivery. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Double-barreled action in the Yankee bullpen now. A lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball.
That misses. 1-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. Breaking ball there is down. Good job of laying off. It's back to 2-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
So now to the plate, Dominic Smith, as he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Now the 0-1. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate here as that misses.
You know, pitching isn't always about throwing strikes. Sometimes you just need to make sure your opponent isn't too comfortable up there. And that's just what he did right there. Busted it inside with good hard stuff.
Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. Grounded back up the middle. Torres has it. LeMahieu for one. On to Voit, an inning-ending double play. Nothing doing for the Metropolitans as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, let's see if he can work a walk, maybe a knock, ground ball with eyes, something. Catch a gap to get this offense going. 2 hits as a team can start demoralizing your confidence. But if he can get on and start some traffic in motion, we might have something.
First pitch on its way.
Yeah.
Here's the 0-1 pitch.
And
there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Popped up. McNeil is there for it. Makes the play, 1 away. And with that, we give you a look at what's happening in the NL East race. Next to hit is Aaron Hicks. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Now here it comes. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
Well, you know you've got it working on the mound when they're swinging right through it, even when you're putting it right down the middle of the strike zone. Not the greatest of game plans, though.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the 2nd out. So he's just a 3rd of an inning away from putting up another 0 as we take a look at the ball clubs with the lowest team ERAs. And you can see there that they're currently residing in 2nd place in the NL in that category. 2 away now in the Yankees 6th, and that'll bring in DJ LeMahieu. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Bombers. Our score remains 2-1. Karen O'Day is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 56, Karen O'Day.
7th inning ready to roll, and with it comes Francisco Lindor to the plate. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Started to offer at it as an appeal goes down to Jerry Hillsdale at 3rd, but Jerry says he held up. It's ball 1. Right there, and we're even at 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1. Here it is. In tight with the slider, 2-2.
Back-to-back sliders in on the hands. He didn't handle it real well at all on the previous pitch, so why not come right back with it again? Better job of laying off that one, though.
Grounded up the first baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored. Looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
At the plate, J.D. Davis, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 0-1 on its way. Strike 2. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. This is on the ground over to first. Reined in. And a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The bat, number 9. Designated hitter, Brandon Nimmo.
Stepping up is Brandon Nimmo. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. And 1 count, and the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. After it is Hicks. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Down in order go the Mets. They lead it 2-1. That'll bring up Aaron Judge. Due up for the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats.
First pitch on the way. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The windup and the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge.
Hey, he's been on point from the start of this game. Just pounding the zone with a high 90s fastball. It almost looks like he's gotten stronger as the game's gone on.
Full count now, 3-2.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. One gone here in the Yankee seventh, and that'll bring up the exciting middle infielder Gleyber Torres. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball one.
You know, because this is just a one-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now. And through 6 1/3, he's about to hit the 100 pitch mark now.
Hey, you know, Matty B, this is all you can ask for as a manager in today's game in baseball. Very rarely do we see guys get through the 7th inning. So he's through the 6th here with 1 out at Mark DeRosa. So far, so good. A pretty decent outing.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be batter to batter here for the manager if he's going to continue to ride this hot hand or if he's going to go to the bullpen.
Belted out toward deep center field. Verdugo looks up. And as Yankees fans hear on television quite frequently, see ya. So it's a solo shot to dead center, and even 20 home runs for him now thus far, as the Yankees have tied things up. It's 2-2.
Big time at bat right there. Team trailing, and he ties it up with a bomb. Interested to see how this one finishes out.
Now here comes the Mets skipper on his way toward the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. Won't get a decision in this one, but except for a few mistakes, he pitched pretty well here this evening. David Peterson takes the call from the pen as he'll try to get the final 2 outs of this 7th frame.
David Peterson.
Plate now. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. No hits to this point. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2.
The beauty of that sequence right there, the fastball in, now to change up away, is where do you go as a hitter? Do you cover away? Do you cover the heater in? You can't do both. You have to pick a side of the plate and hope that's where he goes.
And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that 2nd out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. 2-0 to the Yankees left fielder.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. 2-1 after the foul ball there. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Clint Frazier would be next if they can keep this inning alive.
Full count.
Swings through it for strike number 2.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
Now the 3-2 pitch is taken, but called strike 3, as he might have gotten a little extra off the plate that time. The Yankees answer right back on the solo home run. We'll march on to the 8th, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Start of the 8th on its way, but first Heidi Watney standing by with this report.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said that they're playing right into the pitcher's game plan today by expanding the strike zone way too often. Instead of swinging at pitches in the strike zone that they can do something with, they're often chasing at pitches out of the zone, which is resulting in a lot of their outs. Going forward, they have to start being more selective, guys.
Thank you, Heidi. Zach Britton has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Ready to begin the 8th, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, James McCann.
Number 43, James.
First delivery to him. Swinging a soft liner, and that's going to be a base hit. So a good start as the possible go-ahead run is aboard to start the 8th.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
Into the box now, Jeff McNeil. Runner goes for second, and he fouls this one off. Comes set with the 0-1.
One ball, 2 strikes now.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. A couple of pretty good performances turned in on the mound so far, as evidenced by the numbers there as we show you the starter comparison in this 2-2 ball game. So a runner at first now with 1 away, and that brings up the outfielder Alex Verdugo. From the belt, kicks and deals. Chopped weakly to the left. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
And now, Michael Conforto as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Comes set, the 0-1. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Hit to first. He's got it. And Boyd will take this one over to the bag, and that ends the inning. Mets strand 1. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And standing in is the DH, Clint Frazier. First delivery to him. Oh, and he leaves that one right over the plate as this is sent high and deep out to right center field. And it is gone. A home run. Solo shot to right center, and it's now a 1-run ball game.
That's a big-time bomb right there. It's about time now for the closer to get ready and slam the door on this one.
At the plate now, Kyle Higashioka. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Wind up and the 0-1. Base is empty here with nobody out. Now a bouncing ball for the shortstop Lindor. Scooped up, and that's the first down. Now at the plate, Gio Urshela. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. 1 out, nobody on. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Hit out towards second. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, center fielder, Aaron Hicks.
Next for New York, Aaron Hicks struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Into the corner and slicing foul. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. And he misses 2-1. And this is low here, so the count goes to 3-1. DJ LeMahieu would be next. 2 out, nobody on. There's ball 4.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take and a walk is the result.
Into the box, DJ LeMahieu was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. One 1-0 pitch on the way. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball.
He's gone back-to-back with off-speed stuff to start this AB, and neither has found the zone. He's trying to pitch him backwards, but that only works if you can get them for strikes. Now he'll probably have to challenge him.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
.30 pitch.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Hicks leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And the count will be full.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Now the payoff pitch home. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. Last chance coming up here for the Metropolitans, and New York has taken a 3-2 lead.
Your attention, please.
So with a safe situation on tap, they'll hand the ball over to a formidable force indeed. The very hard-throwing left-hander Aroldis Chapman. Set to start the 9th in this one, and up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso.
Down by 1. I'm interested to see how they approach this as an offense, especially if they get someone on base early in the inning. Some teams, you know, they're going to try and manufacture that run, just trying to get that 1 run across. Others, they're going to look for 1 or 2 big swings to make it happen.
And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
Don't expect this pitcher to throw something over the heart of the plate. He's going to have to stay on the corners right here. Huge spot in this game. Do not miss over the heart and get beat.
All over the place to start the 9th. It's 3-0 now.
Well, that's ball 3, and the Mets right now would take a leadoff guy on any way they could get it.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
Into the box, Dominic Smith. As he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1. Lifetime line against Chapman. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Now this is a perfect example of why this manager feels so confident going to this beast in the 9th right here. He is throwing absolute thunder right here, pumped up and looks the part.
Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Strike 2 called, and it's even at 2.
I always remember John Smoltz telling me, The greatest asset a closer can have is short-term memory. And this situation calls for it right here. He's got to forget that he has any traffic on a base pass and just attack the zone.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. And he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
The closer is supposed to slam the door on his opponent, but he left the door wide open with a walk there. We'll see if they can capitalize on it.
Kevin Pillar will come on now and pinch run here.
Now running at first for the man. Number 11.
Striding in is Francisco Lindor. The base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. First offering on its way. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, bang.
Well, the good news is this guy can really dial it up and let it fly. The bad news is sometimes he overthrows it and has absolutely no idea where it's going. He's in a little bit of a trouble, so we'll see if he can work his way out of this.
And now here is J.D. Davis. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
Aroldis Chapman. They call him the Cuban Missile. Well, he needs to start firing some bullets right here. He's in trouble, but I wouldn't bet against him getting out of this mess.
The 0-1 delivery.
Obviously a huge situation in the game here, but at the plate he's got to keep it simple. He can't try to do too much just because the bases are juiced. At the very least, just find a way to get that tying run home from third.
And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Hey, this is a monster strikeout situation right here. The double play would be great in this situation, but I know he's going for the K. You get a 1-2 count on a guy, he's going to throw his nastiest stuff.
Needs a punch out here. Can he get it? Not on that one as it's fouled away, and the count holds at 1-2. Yes, he can. A swing and a miss, and that's a big out, number 1. Now to the plate, the Mets DH. Brandon Nimmo flew out last time up. First pitch on its way. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
And he falls behind 0-2. 1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. Fouled off.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Another one sent foul. Swing and a fly ball. And this should at least get home the tying run. Catch is made. Here comes the tying run from third. They can't make the tag on him. He's safe. And that ties the ball game in the top of the 9th.
That was a really good at-bat right there. You're trying to tie this thing up any way that you can. He hits the sac fly to the outfield, and the tying run comes in to score.
Here's the first pitch. James McCann is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. And it's fouled away. Now the 0-2 pitch. In the dirt, and now let's see. Throw to third. The tag's there, and he's out trying to steal third. Great throw. So not a good turn of events for this home crowd, as now their ninth inning lead has evaporated. Tie game headed to the last of the night. The Yankees looking to celebrate in the Bronx. Kevin Pillar will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field.
Number 11, Kevin Pillar.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Aaron Judge. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Well executed fastball right at the knees. Going to be a long day for this offense if he stays in that spot.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
I got count 1 and 2.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. The 2-2.
You can't lose, Bull.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at-bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Now the payoff pitch home. Hard ground ball to third. On to first, and that is a huge out to start the bottom of the ninth.
Now batting,
Ready now is Gleyber Torres. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point.
Going back to that last AB, that was the express. That was an upper 90s fastball that he turned around. So I think with this guy, you might want to try to incorporate some more off-speed pitches.
1-0 the count. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that's the second out. Now into the box is Luke Voigt. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First delivery to him. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. Down and away, ball 1.
1-1.
High chopper over to first. Fielded cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. Still tied 3-3. Chad Green takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings.
Number 57, Chad.
Now to bat, James McCann. Lifetime against this pitcher. He's 1 for 2.
Number 33, James.
Here's the first pitch.
Ball inside.
This has to be a productive at-bat right here. I know you want to drive the run in and get the RBI, but you have to find a way, bare minimum, to move this runner over to third.
The 1-0. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on a fastball, 1-1. And it looks like the Yankees will have a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. The 1-1 pitch.
Too high.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
Now the 2-1. And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Stepping in now, Jeff McNeil. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And he has just given them the lead late as this is down for extra bases. He's in there at the plate. And they've jumped ahead here in the 10th.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's when it makes you feel really good about yourself.
And the next up will be Alex Verdugo, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. He's got 1 hit in 4 at-bats. The 1-0 delivery.
This is a situation where you're going strictly for the strikeout. Infield in, and from the offensive standpoint, you're just trying to create hard contact and get it by that infield.
The 1-1 pitch. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Working for the punch out and the offering.
We got a full count.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
The 3-2 pitch. So there's ball 4. And it wouldn't surprise me a bit to see the next guy get 4 wide ones as well.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
Up next, Michael Conforto. His career numbers against this pitcher, he's just 1 for 6. Here's the first pitch to him. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0.
Don't be shocked if he doesn't go right back to that splitter again. He's looking for a double play, and that pitch certainly has enough depth on it to get him a ground ball.
Laid off the bender there, but it's in for a called strike. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. From the belt, kicks and deals. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the third time.
That's the third time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
So here's Pete Alonso. As he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner, it's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
Stays alive, still 0-2. And he strikes him out here for out number 3, but the damage has been done as now they'll need some extra inning heroics to pull this one out. But they do get on the board in the inning on this run-scoring triple. Last chance coming up here for the Bombers. It's 4-3 New York. Seth Lugo takes the ball, looking to make sure this game goes no further. Save situation here in inning number 10. At the plate now is Giancarlo Stanton. Past matchups against Seth Lugo. He's gone 3 for 11. He's taken him deep once. He's set. Here it comes. Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him 0-1.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. So 1-1. This pitch is popped up. McNeil waits on it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Frazier.
Next up, Clint Frazier. They'll go to work on getting that tying run home from second.
Hey, Matty, an interesting sequence in that last at-bat when he hit a home run. First pitch breaking ball when he hit that towering long drive home run. We'll see if they attack him more with fastballs in this at-bat.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Voit leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
Well, you see this a lot. A guy comes out of the bullpen throwing bullets, but he has a tough time finding the zone. Trust me, velocity is a great weapon if the hitters are tempted to swing.
Unable to find the zone with the slider. You see a right-handed batter waiting next, but he could very well be pulled back as the situation dictates. And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Just a nice piece of hitting right there, especially in extra innings. He didn't try to win the thing by himself or be a hero. He just patiently worked the at-bat until he earned the walk. We'll see if his teammates can pick him up now.
And stepping in, Kyle Higashioka, trying here to plate the tying run from second. First pitch on the way. Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
Ooh, he's really in trouble, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. This guy needs to find the strike zone in the worst way.
And he takes a cold strike one.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
And I really don't know how you swing at that. He must have had his mind up he was going to swing as soon as the ball came out of the pitcher's hand.
1-2. It's a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch until he proves he can lay off of it.
The 2-2 pitch.
Well, no doubt in my mind, this has been the at-bat of the night so far.
And here's a swing and a miss. And that, folks, is a big out number 2.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Gio Urshela. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery.
Count 1-0.
And they start him with one high and away for ball 1. Past matchups against Seth Lugo. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
The set and the 2-0. There's a fastball right down Broadway taken for a strike.
You know, Matty, I'll never understand this. You work so hard throughout the course of the season and course of this game to get in 1-0, 2-0, 3-1 counts. Guarantee yourself a fastball 80 to 90% of the time, and he takes it. Just can't understand the methodology there.
3-1, here it is.
Count 4.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
He's going to have to set his sights a little lower right there. That pitch was able to get by him. His swing was just a little under that one.
On he pops it up. And that's going to land foul. Last chance for the Yankees. And he misses ball 4. So now that potential tying run scoots up 90 feet to third base.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news? A single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Next, here is Aaron Hicks. He's got the potential tying run at third, the winning run at second base. First pitch of the AB on its way. There's a changeup taken, but it finds the zone on the inside.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
2 big outs here, but the tying and winning runs are both out there. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
He's in danger of walking in the tying run, but if he gives up a base hit, this game's probably going to come to an end.
Wanted to go after the slider, but he holds off. 3-1.
Gotta love a late rally, and listen to this crowd now. They are really into this.
Out of the stretch, the 3-1 home. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2. Two big outs here, but the tying and winning runs are both out there. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Reined in. Throw on to first is going to be in time to get him, and the Mets have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over, and it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. David Peterson wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. Seth Lugo earns the save out of the bullpen, his 33rd of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
The final line score for our ball game tonight: for the victorious New York Mets, 4 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Yankees, 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game: 3 hours and 5 minutes. Our paid attendance here tonight at Yankee Stadium: 47,309. The Yankees thank you for attending and remind you to please get home safely.